Hi guys, I'm going to give you a little tutorial in case you missed the instructions for how to start the inquiry project and complete the inquiry project. You're going to go to classwork, you're going to scroll down. The assignment is called Industrialization Inquiry. You're going to open it. If you already have one, you're going to go and it's not showing up, you have to check your drive. So you're going to type in drive.google.com. Here's all your work you've made in school. You can go to recent or you could type in the title and it'll pop up. The first 4 pages or so are instructions. These should not be ignored. This on page 2 is a checklist of things that you need to answer or understand or know to get an A. Your work for grading purposes starts on page 5. These are basic encyclopedia articles. You are going to pick one of these disasters, for example, the Radium Girls, and you're going to place it in the box that said topic. Now, when you get this box, it's going to have a bunch of stuff in it. Just delete it and put your topic in there. You're going to decide who your partner is. Everything in yellow, for example, I will be writing in, and everything in green, Mr. Mays will be writing in. This is so that the teacher can grade you based on the work that you completed and not your partner. An inquiry question. An inquiry question is a large research question. This cannot be answered with a quick Google search. This is what your project is going to answer. If you look at this inquiry question, it asks, how was the factory disaster of your topic, so the Radium Girls, a result of discrimination? So you're going to have to understand what discrimination is. Greed is another aspect of the event that you're going to have to explain and understand. And ultimately, oppression. And then the most important one are what are the outcomes of this disaster. So as you can see here, I copied and pasted it and I put it in this box. Then I used the encyclopedia articles given to me. I opened them and I just read the first 1 or 2 paragraphs, because 1 or 2 paragraphs of the encyclopedia will tell you basic information, and I use those to fill out the basic information. Okay, who was involved, when, where. I'm gonna write Connecticut, NYC. Notice that I'm not writing full sentences. It's supposed to be small. All right. This might actually be in your notes or on the board, the answers to some of these questions. That should take you maybe 10-15 minutes. Then the first graded portion comes. And this is creating supporting questions. Now, as I mentioned, in your big question, there are many aspects you have to cover in your project: discrimination, greed, and outcomes. That's where your supporting questions come in. So you could say, how did the Radium Girls tragedy, I don't know, result in new laws? That is outcomes. That talks about outcomes, result at the end, outcomes. You could also write, what discrimination did women in the radium factories face? Or something along those lines. That's not the best question because I'm having a hard time typing. But you are going to use how, why, and what. If you look, you have some sentence starters. on the wall to fill in the blank. Wow, incredible. You need 6, 3 for you and 3 for your partner. Now, this is what, for whatever reason, gets everybody all messed up. This is the section that you are going to write your notes in. Okay, so that means you're going to take your question, right? Maybe I'm the yellow team. I'm the yellow partner. I'm going to Control C. I'm going to scroll down. And I'm going to Control V. I'm going to put it there. Now when I go to answer this question, all of my bullet points will be here. Now, what do I mean by bullet points? Does that mean copy and paste? No. Does that mean copy and paste a whole section? No. That means you can copy and paste primary sources, but that is not what I'm looking for. So let me give you an example. This is what I'm looking for per question. And that means that you have to write that in your own words. It can be shorter. For example, show you a student. So it could be like just 5 or 6 words per bullet point, but I'm looking for 5 to 6 bullet points. 5 to 8 bullet points answering each question. Why? How can I do that? Well, this question is big. New laws. There's multiple laws. So each of these bullet points can cover a law. Or each of these bullet points can cover a new program or you can also use one of these bullet points for a primary source that maybe you had a Radium girl talking about her experience and why the law is important. You copy and paste the quote and you put it there. That you can copy and paste. But this section needs to be that long. Okay? That's the most challenging part for students, but I promise you it's not as hard as you think. Here are some tricks you can do. You can split your screen in half. And then once you split your screen in half, like so, you can read